Have you ever stopped to think about the end of the first people in the world? Everyone knows the story of Adam and Eve, creation, life in the Garden of Eden and the fall after original sin. But what almost no one knows is how their last day, the moment when Adam and Eve faced the most inevitable fate of all, death. How did they deal with it? And what can we learn from the outcome of the lives of the first human beings? Before we get into the details of this exciting story, I need your attention to every minute of this video. Here, we are not just exploring an ancient narrative, but revealing a legacy that has shaped all of humanity. There are secrets, reflections and impactful facts that you cannot miss. The reason? The story of Adam and Eve's last day is not just about them, it's also about us. It carries lessons that can change the way you see life and, especially, death. And since you are here, take this moment to leave your like in the video. It's a simple gesture, but it helps bring more content like this, rich in meaning and designed to inspire you. And of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. Now, imagine with me, Adam and Eve, already old, reflecting on their choices, on the way they have carried since they were expelled from Eden. How did they face the final goodie? Who was next to them at that moment? And more. Were they, with their last breath, finally forgiven? These are questions that few dare to ask, but that we will unravel in the next few minutes. Therefore, I ask you to stay until the end, because every part of this story is interconnected. Understanding the last chapter in the lives of Adam and Eve is not just diving into a biblical or symbolic account. It's realizing how their echoes to this day in our lives, in our choices and even in how we deal with our own mistakes and regrets. This video is an invitation to deeper reflection, something that goes beyond simple curiosity. It is an opportunity to understand how such an ancient story still touches us in such a current way. So adjust the volume, grab something to write down. Because in the next few minutes we're going to embark together on one of the most exciting journeys you've ever heard. Leave your like, follow every detail and come with me to discover what happened on the day of Adam and Eve's death. What will be revealed might surprise you in ways you never imagined. The story of Adam and Eve is one of the most enigmatic and dramatic stories of humanity. While many focus on their creation and the fall from Eden, few dare to ask, how did the world's first people end? What happened to them after a life marked by the weight of sin and the nostalgia of a lost paradise? This is the story of his final days, shrouded in mystery, lamentation, and a deep connection to what it means to be human. Adam and Eve lived for many years after being expelled from the Garden of Eden. Life outside the paradise was hard. Age down brought the tiredness of planting, harvesting and supporting the children who came after Cain and Abel. The earth, which Adam nourished them effortlessly, was now unyielding. His hands, once soft and pure, carried calluses and scars that told the story of his fight for survival. As the years passed, the weight of mortality began to show itself. Wrinkles marked faces that once glowed with youth. Their bodies, which were vigorous at first, became frail and tired. Still, they carried the memory of the garden in their hearts, a constant echo of everything they had lost. Eve was the first to feel the sins of the end. Already at an advanced age, she felt a weakness that did not leave her. There were moments when his gaze was lost on the horizon, as if a could see beyond the mountains and fields. She spoke in whispers about the Garden of Eden, about the serpent and about the fruit that changed everything. Adam, she said one night, her voice trembling like leaves in the wind, will we ever return to where we belong? Does the Lord still think about us? Adam, now a man with white hair and a tired look, moved away from her. The Lord did not abandon us, Eve. He gave us a life outside the garden. He gave us children. But this land is our home now. That night, Eva had a dream. She found herself in Eden again. But this time, not as a young woman full of life. She was as she was now, frail, with stacking hands. The serpent was her from afar, but did not speak. Just smiled. Then a voice echoed, deep and serene. The time is, Eve. The burden will be lifted. When he woke up, a new day would be near. He called Adam and his sons and gave his last words. He talked about love, regret and hope. Her eyes closed as the sun rose, and she left in silence. Eve's death left Adam devastated. He had never known the world without her. His loneliness was profound, almost unbearable. He spent days at the grave he dug for her, speaking to the wind, as if his words reached her from somewhere beyond life. Eva, my beloved said, You were the beginning of everything. And now, without you, everything seems to have come to an end. Adam died more quickly after Eve's death. His children cared for him, but he spent most of his time alone, meditating on the past. The Garden of Eden was a constant memory, as vivid as the day they were expelled. One morning, Adam woke up feeling a peace he hadn't felt in many years. He knew his time had come. He called his children and grandchildren and gathered them around him. His voice was weak, but his words carried a wisdom that would echo for generations. My children, he said, the Lord created us to live and learn. We fall, but life outside the garden also taught us to love, care and resist. Remember this, even when he go. With these words, Adam closed his eyes for the last time. When Adam and Eve left this world, their children entered side by side, into a peaceful place, surrounded by trees and flowers. They say that the sky wept that day, and the clouds formed an image that looked like the Garden of Eden. The death of the world's first people was not just an end, but the beginning of a new understanding of for their descendants. They became the keepers of their parents' stories, passing them down from generation to generation. Adam and Eve were not just the first human beings. They were the symbol of humanity, imperfect, but resilient. To this day, the mystery of how Adam and Eve actually lived their final days continues to fascinate. Some believe that the Lord welcomed them back to the garden in spirit, while others see their death as an act of redemption, the end of a journey marked by learning and repentance. What we know for sure is that her story continues to inspire millions. They remind us that even in the face of mistakes, life is a gift, and love is the most powerful force we possess. And so ends the story of the day of Adam and Eve's death, not just a moment of loss, but a celebration of what it means to live and love. Although their lives came to an end, Adam and Eve's impact on humanity was eternal. Your choices, your struggles and even your last breaths were the foundations on which the quality of a humanity would be built. After the burial, the children of Adam and Eve spent nights telling stories about their parents. They spoke about their teachings, their laughter and even their moments of sadness. Their memory was a constant reminder that, even far from Eden, there was beauty in life, in family, work and the small daily victories. Over the years, the place where Adam and Eve were buried became a point of reflection for their descendants. They visited the place in search of solace and wisdom, believing that their parents' spirits were still present. It was a simple sight, marked only by two stones that stood side by side. But its simplicity spoke louder than any monument could. These stones were transformed into symbols, not of defeat, but of love. Not a fall, but a learning experience. They were a reminder that the end of a journey is not necessarily the end of everything, but the beginning of something greater. The descendants of Adam and Eve began to spread across the earth, taking with them the lessons learned by their parents. One of the most striking teachings was about the importance of repentance. They knew that even though Adam and Eve had made a mistake, they never stopped seeking a reconnection with the divine. We are flawed, they said, but we are also loved. The Lord gave us the ability to make mistakes, but also to learn and start over. This philosophy has shaped generations. It was as if the spirit of Adam and Eve was still alive, guiding their descendants with every choice they made. Over the centuries, the stories of Adam and Eve were passed from mouth to mouth, shaped and reinterpreted according to cultures and traditions. Some versions focused on tragedy, while others highlighted redemption. But in all of them, the permanent essence, Adam and Eve were not just the first human beings, they were the representation of a love for us. Every time we face difficult choices, every time we fall and get up, we are repeating the cycle they started. The fall of Adam and Eve was not just a story of disobedience, but a reflection of the human journey in search of meaning, love and connection. Many wonder if, at the time of their deaths, Adam and Eve achieved divine forgiveness. There is no definitive answer, but perhaps the greatest proof of God's love for them to be in the life that continues after their departure. Their children prospered, their stories resonated, and through them humanity continued to grow. This continuity is, in itself, proof that, despite mistakes, life always finds a way to move forward. Today, the story of Adam and Eve is told in every corner of the world. Whether in religious texts, myths or cultural narratives, they have remained a symbol of beginning, fall and resilience. His death, although painful, was also a milestone. They taught us that the end of a life does not erase a vivid story, and that the lessons learned can echo for generations. In the heart of each person, there is a little bit of Adam and Eve. We are alert to their choices, their failures and their hopes. And, like them, we continue to seek a balance between our mistakes and our aspirations. The day Adam and Eve died was not just the end of their lives, but the beginning of a new understanding of what it means to be human. A story of love, loss and redemption that continues to inspire today. And so their journey never truly ends because they live in each of us. Even after so many millennia, the marks of Adam and Eve's lives remain. Not as memories of a distant past, but as truths that resonate in the present. Their story continues to live on in the stories that have become sacred to many, in debates about morality and even in science that tries to understand the origins of humanity. But what makes their impact never go away? Perhaps it is because the narrative of Adam and Eve is not limited to a simple beginning or a tragic end. It's a story that encapsulates the deepest questions we all, at some point, ask: who are we? Where do we come from? Where are we going? Some ancient texts, preserved in oral and written traditions, suggest that Adam and Eve had a unique understanding of their mortality. They knew their days were numbered, but they did not live in fear. On the contrary, his last years were marked by a kind of acceptance. Adam, in particular, often reflected on what he had learned throughout his life. He understood that his disobedience in the garden had changed the course of history, but he also believed that it was somehow part of a larger plan. If we hadn't failed, he told his children, we would never have understood the value of work, perseverance, and forgiveness. God gave us a heavy burden, but he also gave us the strength to carry it. Eva, in turn, had a more reflective spirit. Even in his last days, he sat closer to the youngest children in the family, telling them stories about Eden. Not to glorify the past, but to teach lessons about responsibility and the importance of trusting in something bigger than yourself. Reports indicate that the very place where Adam and Eve were buried had a special symbolism. The land where they rested had been fertilized with their sweat and tears. It was a difficult but fertile land, reflecting the struggle and resilience of their lives. They say that after Adam's death, the wind blew differently that day. Some believe it was a divine sign, a reminder that his departure was just the beginning of something eternal. Others think it was nature, recognizing the end of the lives of the first who awoke the earth. Their children and grandchildren then erected a small stone altar next to the graves. It was not worship, but a way of remembering, a way to honor the sacrifice and perseverance of those who, even banished from Eden, never stopped fighting for meaning. The death of Adam and Eve was not the end of a story, but the beginning of a tradition. They were the embodiment of all human struggles, the struggle against adversity, the weight of regret, and the desire for redemption. Even outside the garden, they found was to turn a hostile land into home. Even carrying the weight of guilt, they found reasons to smile alongside their children. And, even in the face of death, they were not afraid, but embraced the unknown with the hope of a divine reunion. If there is one thing we learned from Adam and Eve, it's that life will never be perfect. Mistakes are inevitable, but they don't need to define us. Just like them, we all have the potential to transform our failures into learning and our losses into new opportunities. Their lives were a mystery of joy and sadness, of mistakes and overcoming. They taught us that human beings are, above all, resilient. We might fall, but we can always get up again. Adam and Eve lived and died as the first representatives of our species, but their story transcends time. Each generation finds something new to learn from them, something that resonates with their own lives. The tombs of Adam and Eve, legend says, eventually became a part of the earth itself. As time passed, the stones that marked their resting places were covered with moss, trees grew around them, and the site became indistinguishable from the landscape. But that didn't matter. The true mark of Adam and Eve was not in a physical place, but in the hearts and minds of every person who came after them. They were not just the first, but the pioneers of something much greater. Humanity's journey towards understanding, love and hope. And so, even though their bodies have returned to dust, their stories remain. Adam and Eve never truly died. They live in each of us, in every choice we make and in every step we take on the journey of life. They are, and always will be, a reminder that even outside of paradise, there is beauty, meaning, and redemption waiting for those who seek it.